Hey, it's E with Reality, and welcome to my channel. We will talk all things reality TV and hot topics. But before we get into the video, make sure you are subscribing to the channel and liking the video. Thank you. Now let's get into Belle Collective. We're at episode 12, and this is season 7. So we pick up with Marie, Selena, and Latrice meeting up at this boutique. Baby, I don't want to be too much on the people's boutique. Yeah, I'm just so they are there because they are putting together a speed dating type of thing for Marie since she's back out on the field. So Selena pretty much gives her some tips on Selena gives her some tips on sorry about that on some do's and don'ts that she should take into the dating field. Selena tells Marie that some rules um, that should apply to her should be no bodysuits. I said, baby, because Marie love her a good bodysuit and a boot and a high boot, honey. Marie love her a bodysuit and a high boot. I said, what hell? I mean, her body. I mean, you get stuff done to your body. You want it to be boom, bam, boom. You want it to be looking good. So I can't even knock her for her bodysuits and her high boots. She says no phones. And she says no talking about your exes. I said, I know that's right, honey, because, honey, sometimes you be talking about this because I'm little side note. One time I had this situation with this guy where I had, told him about some things I had experienced in the past. And then he gonna try to flip it back on me. I said, oh, okay. Moving forward, baby, we won't be discussing no exes. Because what you will not do is try to use something that I told you in a conversation with something I dealt with to then apply it to me and you. And it ain't have nothing to do with me and you. You just want to stick it into the equation. Yeah. Mm-mm. So we gonna keep it real cute when we talk about exes. Because, things just didn't work out. It's just best we both went our own way. Yep, real simple. Real simple. That's it. That's all. Honey, they had Marie trying on these clothes. Woo! I didn't know what the hell was going on with these clothes. Marie came out of that first dress and I said, what in the hell? I said, is that a moo? I mean, it wasn't good. It was not a good. It was zeros all around. It was zeros. I said, girl, hurry up and take that thing off. And then she came back with the jumpsuit with the cream. I mean, I guess I could get that one maybe like a one. But it didn't look good either. it was rough in there. Like it was rough. Like because that third option when she came out, she put them pink glasses on. I'm like, it just looked like something you might wear around the house. Who is wearing it? Who is wearing it and why? Somebody explain it to me. Who's wearing it why? I said they probably just should have went with a different boutique. Yeah, that boutique just went in. I said, because if they was hoping to get a little Russian business from being on the show, mm-mm. It just want to look good look. I mean, for the grandmamas. I mean, I guess for grandmamas, yeah. Because I could definitely see my grandmama probably would mind wearing one of them little dresses. So yeah. um, Selena is talking about her wedding and trying to get things on track. She still hasn't um formed a guest list and um and solidify what the food is gonna be, and supposedly the wedding is only weeks away. I was like, Selena, girl, you got a lot going on. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if they were trying to fit this into the show, is the reason why everything is crammed in. But I feel like last season she was engaged. I don't know. Oh no. What did she say? She wants her wedding for, but the year won't be 24. I don't know. I guess she just wanted it April 4th. Do you want 4/4? Okay, whatever. I don't know. Sounds stupid to me. We have Glenn meeting with Mike, which Mike is Selena's fiance. So they meeting up to have him a little drink. Um, Glendale starts talking about how he's been going through a lot with Letitia. Um, he he's talking about how he met with a attorney and he got information on the posting up and all this, and Mike is like, whoa, I ain't know y'all was moving in that direction. So Glendale basically like, he gotta be prepared for whatever. Um I said nobody knows what a post nup is. Nobody knows what that is. Baby, the people get to saying post nup, they like, huh? What is that? I said Glendale done learned a new word. So now you run around town talking about post nup. Look, I can't. I'm missing it. You run around town talking about post nup. I said, I'm so over Glendale and Teach. I mean, I'm like, is they getting a divorce? Is they staying together? Baby, this is season 7. Maybe this marriage been on the rocks for 7 seasons. Who got time? Who got time to be dealing with that? 7 seasons? And our marriage been on nope. Nope. We have Letitia. No, excuse me, not Letitia, Latrice. We have Latrice, Tamara, and Selena meeting up at Latrice's house. Selena tells the girls they go outside, they doing a little yoga. They look like they was having little tacos, and some chips and salsa or whatever. So they was around the pool. They did a little yoga meditation. I don't know how much real yoga that was, but it definitely looks like some peaceful meditation. So Selena goes in to tell the girls about the conversation that Glendale had with Mike, and that when they met, Glendale mentioned about a divorce attorney. She's saying that she's not even sure if Letitia knows about this. So the other ladies are just kind of thrown off. Tamara says that, she says she remembers Letitia saying that Glendale left her with $4 the first time they split. I said $4. I don't remember that, but they sure did a flashback of the reunion. And she said he left her with $4. She couldn't even buy her hamburger. I said, what the hell? I said, yeah. Well, what I can say is that at least she's learned from that. Because what you said is, baby, you won't leave me with $4 no more. I bet you won't leave me with $4 no more. Cause see, now I got my own, so I ain't got to worry. I don't have to worry about you. So that's why he all in his feels. Cause now he don't got the control over the money. So if you walk out the door, go ahead and walk out your door with what you got. But baby, guess what I got? Don't worry about it. Um, she says that she's basically surprised that Letitia hasn't divorced Glendale. I said, I know that's right. Girl, she should have been and then left that man. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Yeah, honey, she should have been done left that man. So I was definitely with her on that because he been out here doing just a whole bunch of stuff over these years. And then you just take him back and he just make you look like a fool once again on TV. I mean, we done all been there. We done been a fool one time. But baby, when you get on the TV and you actually get to sit back and look at yourself look like a fool, you should want to change that. With Marie meeting up with her father, I thought that was a sweet moment of her sitting down with her dad. She's kind of talking about her health issues and all the things that she's been going through over the last couple of weeks and how difficult it's been for her. Um, she said, excuse me, she's not putting work over her health, but she's building new businesses and things like that. So she has to work so that basically she can be off. She has to work, put that work in, build that money so that she can be off and take care of herself. I said, I know that's right. It's hard sometimes trying to, just like now, I don't feel that well. But it's like you gotta still continue to go. You just still go. Even though you don't feel well, even though you just try to push, you just push through just to make it to the next day. So I definitely felt her on that. Marie tells us about her having a cyst on her breast. I said, my goodness. And that she plans on having removed in the springtime. Hopefully by now, by the time this episode aired, that hopefully Marie has had this cyst removed from her breast. Um, and hopefully she's doing well from that. Marie also talks about her son wanting to start a dispensary, and she just explains that being an entrepreneur is not for the weak. I said, baby, it's not. Baby, it's not for the weak. It's not for the weak. People think just because, oh, it's mine, you can slack. No, baby, you can't slack. You slack, you don't make money. You got to work even harder when you're an entrepreneur. I said, I know that's right. You got to. My mom was a hairstylist. So she had to grind it to make sure she had clientele. You can't just sit back and just think that, oh, just because this is my business, that business just gonna come to you. No. You know how sometimes that Monday through Friday you got them built in 2 days off. Sometimes when you're an entrepreneur, you don't have them built in days. You may have to work 7 days straight. You may have to work 2 weeks straight. So it's definitely not for the weak. So if you want to put in the work, it can turn into greatness to where you can, you know, work 4 or 5 days a week, 3, 4 days a week, take a 2 week vacation. It can turn into that, but it ain't going to be that off top. You got to put in the work to get there. So people just walking around thinking that they can just have their own businesses. A lot of people, that's why a lot of businesses fail because people don't go into them understanding how much work it takes. They just see the end result and not what the beginning looked like. We get back to Selena with this wedding, honey. And, and I was like, I had to rewind it 2 times because I said, I want to make sure I hear right. That she said her wedding planner ain't even local. I don't know. Like, okay, I get you know, I guess maybe she good because Letitia said she uses her, but I just don't know if I was getting married if I would want to have to always be on the phone with my wedding planner. Like if we need to pull up somewhere, if we need to look at something or you need to show me something, I need to be able to pull up. I don't want to have to look over the FaceTime because I may need to feel it, touch it. So that wouldn't work for me. It won't work for me. Letitia arrives at Selena's house to help with the planning and getting things together for this wedding. That's that's that we learned is in 30 days. She got stuff. Ain't nothing planned out, and the wedding's in 30 days. I said, this is a mess. A mess. Again, a mess. Who is planning a wedding? You don't have a guest list together. You don't have food together. You're still trying to figure out decor. You got two different decors for the ceremony and then for the reception, and you 30 days out. I said, okay. I said, Selena, honey, you're gonna have to get it together. Selena says that everything Selena says, because I'm thinking in this moment that she's gonna take the time to tell Letitia about the conversations. See that you already told the other ladies. I thought she was gonna take her time to tell her at this moment, but she doesn't, and she lets us know that basically right now she got so much going on with her wedding and everything that she just didn't want to bring up Glendale seeing the divorce attorney. So she was just gonna let it ride for right now. I said, alrighty. Um, so we get to the event of the speed. I don't know if it's speed date, blind date, it's something date. I don't know. Whatever the event is they put together for Marie for her dates. So each woman outside of Letitia, because she was the what's it called? Basically, she was the organizer, the one that speaks. So, um, she she was the only one that did not bring gentlemen for Marie to choose from. So Marie was gonna be blindfolded. And as these men got to walking in, they got to talking about that. She was introducing them and their ages and stuff. So where did they get these men from? Take them back. Ooh, baby, the pickings over there in Jackson is not good. Maybe that's why I done figured it out. Cause baby, the way these people be scrapping the barrel with these people. Cause when they flash back to Letitia introducing that one man with them gold teeth to Marie, I'm like, it's slim pickings over there. These why these people staying with they men, cause baby, it's slim pickings. It's not a lot to choose from. Yeah, it's not a lot to choose from. I said Selena brought a 28-year-old. Now again, I talked the other day about me and my friends talking about the YNs. I don't that I don't know. Is 28 a YN? I don't even really know what a YN is. I don't know the age range of the YN because I don't really keep up. But I don't know if 28 is a YN, but Selena know better. 28 ain't no way. It's no way. I had this little 25-year-old try to talk to me. I said, baby, how old are you? He said 25. I said, ooh. I said, mm-mm. Baby, I can almost be your your mama. Not your granny, ain't that old. Baby, I can almost be your mama. He said, well, I ain't asked for your age. You ain't need to. I can look at you and tell you was a little young one. I don't know. I 30 something is probably the lowest I could go. In the 20s, that's pushing. Because I just don't know if we're going to have nothing in common. So Selena knows she wrong for bringing. She should have gave that man to one of her daughters. So, Letitia and no. Oops, sorry, I lost my train of thought. Ooh. So her daughter's there too. So again, Marie can't see; she's blindfolded. So the daughter's there too, and so the facial expressions that she was making had me dead. If they could just do like a flash of her faces as these men were being introduced or asked to do she had to make an announcement like, honey, her daughter here. I just need y'all to remember her daughter here. I said, I know that's right. Tell them, girl. hmm So then you got Latrice knows she wrong. So she done brought, I'm assuming it was a stud. Um, and so they asked a question. Because I guess you had to be eliminated. You would get eliminated by the answer to a question that Marie asked. Baby, she said she slept with the mama, the auntie, the sister, the cousin. I mean, my mouth is on the floor. I was like, what? Again, I'm just gonna blame it on it's Slim Pickens down there in Jackson. That's the problem. Yep, I'm blaming it on Slim Pickens in Jackson because the fact that you done ran through the whole family is crazy. And I mean crazy. I don't know if nobody's talking to each other and be like, oh, like, okay, well, you just cool with everybody so nobody know that you sleeping with this person and this. And that. I don't even want to think about it. It was a lie. Marie said it was a lie for her too. So she said, no, thank you. Yep. So Marie did end up picking one of the guys that's leaning got. I mean, not that 28-year-old. And then he talking about something. You gonna regret it. Honey, get your little cell phone up out of here. Get your cell phone up out of here. So after the event, of course, they all sit around and they talking. So this is the time that Selena decides that she wants to let Letitia know that Glendale brought up a divorce attorney when he met with Mike. So of course she is pissed. She's upset. She feels like uh, basically why would Selena tell her now? She asked her basically, did you know this information when I was at your house? And Selena said, yeah. It's just that she wasn't really thinking about it too much because she was trying to focus on her wedding. Um, so Letitia's upset. So she said, you know what? I hope y'all have a good night. She's ready to wrap it up. Yep. She's I'm done with this. Yo, I'm done with y'all. She go right to the car and she FaceTime her husband. Cause she trying to find out what's going on. They another one that just wear me thin. So that's pretty much where the episode left off. Um, let me know if y'all, let me know y'all's thoughts. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. What we thinking. Let me know what y'all think about them Pickens in Jackson. That's what I need to know. It's a lot again. It's a lot going on down there in Jackson. But thank you, and that's it. Y'all have a good night.